Chapter 258 Endless Sea of Fire. The other 6 hurriedly followed, and they disappeared into the sea of fire. And since then, there was no more existence of the 7 heroes of Celestial City in the spirit sealing space. Stone Dragon Mountain. A month after Fan Xin's arrival, Little Gold and the 3rd Prince of the Dragon came out of the gate, one after another. After 4 months of submerged cultivation, their injuries finally recovered completely, recreating their peak state, thanks to Brother Kangqian's protection during this period of time. Dragon 3 is grateful. On Stone Dragon Mountain, a golden scaly dragon sat in a coiled position, its huge dragon head emitting a muffled humming sound. It was the Dragon 3rd Prince who had recovered from his injuries. At this moment, his eyes were full of confidence. Obviously, even after losing to Demon Heaven, his invincible belief still existed. Still the same Dragon 3rd Prince who had shaken the spirit sealing space. At this moment, in front of him, Kangqian, Brahma Heart and Little Gold were also sitting on their knees. There is no need for the 3rd Prince to be polite. Kangqian waved his hand, then looked at Little Gold and asked with a concerned face, "Little Gold, how is your recovery from your injuries? Have you fallen into any after effects?" Even though Little Gold seemed to be in a very good state at the moment, he was still uneasy. After all, Little Gold was no different to him than his loved ones. "Brother, don't worry. That little injury can't be hard for me. Next time I see Demon Heaven, I will have to beat him up." Xiaojin shook his head, then spoke of the Devil Sky with an angry face. He couldn't wait to find the Devil Sky now to take revenge. And Kangqian all the way to cultivate all these years. It was the first time he was taught such a bad lesson. "What? You still want to find Demon Heaven? I think you'd better cultivate for a few more years. The current you is still not his opponent." Fan Xin, who was on the side, teased. Xiaojin instantly glared at him angrily. All right. Devil Heaven is very strong. The current you is not his opponent. Don't be reckless, Kangqian said in a deep voice. "Brother, I know. I'm not that stupid. I won't go to him until I'm absolutely sure. If we see him next time, the 4 of us will join forces together. I don't believe that he can still fight 1 against 4. We have to beat him into a pig's head," Little Gold said. The 3rd Prince of the Dragon on the side stared at the 2 dragon eyes. He couldn't help but be speechless, and in his heart, he mourned for Devil's Sky. If the 4 of them joined forces, Devil Heaven would definitely die. Thumbing Lala. In the boundless sea of fire, the scorching waves of fire surged and surged. The intense heat caused the space where this sea of fire was located to distort. This was a rare and extinct land where very few people came. However, at this moment, 7 figures were flying above the sea of fire, and with their powerful physical bodies, they were hardened against the surrounding waves of fire that were swooping over, advancing towards the unknown front. If Kangqian was here, he would have recognized that these 7 people were none other than the 7 heroes of Heavenly City. The leader of the group was windless among the 7 heroes of Heavenly City. And while he was resisting the surrounding waves of fire that were pouncing over, he transmitted his voice to the other 6. There are 3 layers of the endless fire sea, and we're currently at the first layer. And the ones we'll be facing are only the lowest level of crimson flames. So let's all pick up our speed and not waste too much time at this first layer. Good. I've heard that the blue flames and white flames in the next 2 layers are very powerful. I'm very curious. The 7 heroes of Heavenly City immediately increased their speed and headed towards the front ********. In the Heavenly City battlefield, on top of a lonely peak with a demonic aura, 2 figures stood side by side. One of them had black hair and thick eyebrows. His eyes were like stars, and his eyes were as sharp as a blade. It was precisely the Supreme Demon Heaven who had shaken the spirit sealing space. Beside Demon Sky was a black-clothed youth. His face was handsome, somewhat similar to Demon Sky. Even the breath emanating from his body was similar. but there was less of Demon Sky's might of being proud of the world. If Kang Qian was here, he would have recognized that this person was the quasi-invincible powerhouse, Mo Feng, who had persuaded them to evade the pursuit of the heavenly dragons in the last stronghold of the City of Earth battlefield. It was just as at this moment, Demon Peak was no longer a quasi-invincible powerhouse, but had reached the invincible realm. Second brother, you have finally reached the invincible realm. My brother is very pleased. Devil Heaven looked at Devil Peak beside him, a hint of care in his eyes, a look that rarely appeared on his face. To one's surprise, Devil Feng was actually Devil Heaven's younger brother. No wonder he had dared to put out the word that Chonlong didn't dare to mess with him in the first place. Thinking about it, it was right, having a supreme brother who would dare to mess with him in this spirit sealing space. Big brother, I heard that you defeated the third prince of the dragon in one battle. My little brother congratulates you first. I guess the spirit sealing space is no longer a challenge for you now. Why don't we leave this place now, knowing that the outside is our true battlefield? Devil Peak said. No. Devil Heaven shook his head at the words, his face a little gloomy as a purple figure flashed past in his mind. Seeing this, Devil Peak froze and frowned, saying, Big brother, you still want to fight with Kang Qian? On the way from the City of Heaven, he had also heard the news that Kang Qian had become the third supreme being in the spirit sealing space, and he wasn't surprised by this, because he had had this speculation as early as when Kang Qian had fought the heavenly dragon with the quasi-invincible realm. With the battle against the third prince of the dragon, I can already see a glimmer of hope for the shattering vacuum realm. If I can battle another evenly matched powerhouse, I might be able to take advantage of the situation to advance to the shattering vacuum realm. Devil Heaven's eyes blazed with battle intent. Crushing vacuum. Why should Big Brother be obsessive? Even if you leave the spirit sealing space, you can still cultivate to the crushing vacuum realm outside just the same. Staying here will only waste time. You have to know, when you came to the spirit sealing space, those rivals of yours had already advanced to the Yuanying stage. And now I'm afraid that they've all gone to the orthodox demon battlefield to practice. If you continue to stay here, it will only make the gap between you and them widen. Devil Feng frowned and said, he was well aware of the brutal competition within the devil sect, and he really didn't want his big brother to continue wasting his time here. Of course, there was another concern in the bottom of his heart, and that was the fear that his elder brother would lose under Kang Qian, and thus his beliefs would suffer a blow and fall apart. For some reason, every time he thought of Kang Qian, Devil Feng always felt a sense of scorn rise in his heart. In fact, he didn't know that Kang Qian's strong defeat of Chonlong had already left an unbeatable impression in his heart. HMPH. Just by them, Devil Heaven remembered those defeated men within the devil sect. He smiled disdainfully and coldly said, the Jidan stage is the foundation, the Yuanying stage is just a transitional realm, and the out-of-body stage is when the real battle is going to take place. My foundation is far superior to theirs, and even if they are faster than I am in the Yuanying stage, they are still not a match for me when it comes to the out-of-body stage. Seeing this, Devil Peak knew that wanting his big brother to be discouraged from fighting with Kang Qian was impossible, so he sighed. Since it's as usual, when his big brother going to fight with Kang Qian, there's no rush. You've already broken through the invincible realm and can leave the spirit sealing space. My elder brother will send you away now. I have a feeling that a battle with Kang Qian will inevitably lead to a breakthrough to the invincible realm at that time. I'm afraid that I will be directly rejected out by the spirit sealing space. I don't feel comfortable leaving you alone in the spirit sealing space, Devil Heaven said. Big brother. Devil Feng frowned at his words. In that case, wouldn't he not be able to watch his big brother's battle with Kang Qian? How could he be assured of that? No need to say more. Do you still not believe in big brother's strength? For so many years, fighting at the same level, how have I ever lost? Devil Heaven, interrupted Devil Peak in a deep voice. Devil Feng was stunned. Indeed, since Big Brother had practiced chi cultivation, after countless battles, whether it was with domestic geniuses or with those demons within the Devil sect, he had never lost a single battle, and was invincible all the way up to now, being able to be honored as the first person of the Devil sect's outer disciples. Although he was only still at the Jiden stage, many elders within the Devil sect didn't dare to underestimate him, and many even believed that as long as they waited for the Devil sect's patriarch to break through the barrier, they would surely accept Devil Heaven as their personal disciple. In that case, Big Brother, take care. I will wait for your return in the Devil sect. Devil Feng nodded his head. Devil Sky grinned at his words, and the two of them transformed into two rays of light, heading towards the west of the City of Heaven ********. On Stone Dragon Mountain, Kang Chan and the others exchanged cultivation tips with each other, talking about the heavens. Kang Chan belongs to the cultivator, Xiao Jin, and the Dragon Third Prince belongs to the Demon Cultivator. Brahma Heart is the cultivator of Buddha. For people, although each other's cultivation path is different, but the 3,000 avenues of the road are the same way, the final purpose is still the same, is to get rid of heaven and earthbound, become immortal and become a god. In this way, they exchanged their cultivation experiences and insights, which helped each other a lot. This way another month passed. Kang Chan felt that his physical body had already reached the limit of the invincible realm. Even the 9 revolutions, Zhuang Gong had also reached the limit of the 3rd layer, just missing an opportunity. He would be able to break into the 4th layer, and his physical body stepped into the shattering vacuum realm. Not only did Kang Chan progress so quickly, the 3rd Prince of the Dragon and the 3 of them, Fan Xin and Xiao Jin, also progressed rapidly, especially the 2 of them, Xiao Jin and Fan Xin, who had progressed the most and were already very close to Kang Chan and the 3rd Prince of the Dragon. At first, Little Gold and the severely injured 3rd Prince of the Dragon had joined forces, and were all beaten by demonic heaven without any power to fight back. But now, Little Gold was already able to gain the upper hand in a battle with the 3rd Prince of the Dragon, just by joining forces with Brahma Heart, so the extent of the progress could be imagined. Of course, the strongest amongst the 4 was Kang Chan. Nowadays he was no longer that little white guy who had just stepped into the invincible realm long ago, but had already cultivated to the peak in the invincible realm. At this moment, even if Kang Chan did not unleash his Kang Chan hegemony blood's strongest battle state, he could still be indistinguishable from the 3rd Prince of the Dragon. Once Kang Chan unleashed the Kang Chan hegemony blood's strongest battle state, even if the 3 of them, Little Gold, Brahma Heart, and the 3rd Prince of the Dragon, joined forces, they would not be able to gain the upper hand. A pervert indeed. For Kang Chan, who possessed such battle power, the 3rd Prince of the Dragon finally understood why Fan Xin and Little Gold called Kang Chan a pervert behind his back. Even in their demonic beast clan, amongst the Jiden stage realm, there were very few people who were able to surpass Kang Chan in terms of physical body cultivation. Sometimes, the 3rd Prince of the Dragon really doubted whether Kang Chan was some kind of divine beast. It didn't make sense that his physical body was even more powerful than that of the demonic beasts. Just like that, the 4 of them were cultivating and sparring at the same time, jointly impacting the shattering vacuum realm. And at this moment, in the middle of the endless sea of fire, the Heavenly City 7 heroes had already entered the 2nd layer. This layer was different from the previous 1st layer. Filling the entire space were boundless blue flames, very beautiful and spectacular. However, the temperature of these beautiful and spectacular blue flames was more than 10 times the temperature of the previous red-colored flames. Even invincible level powerhouses could not fly here, and could only run hard in the sea of fire. What a powerful flame! Those imperial level trialists who come here will surely die. Even some prepared invincible powerhouses can't hold on for long. This is only the second layer. The third layer is even more terrifying. Even if we reach the invincible level, we still have to be careful. Alright, cut the crap and speed up. Although the flames here are not a threat to us, I don't want to be roasted on the fire like a pig. The 7 heroes of Heavenly City displayed the might of invincible powerhouses, running through the sea of flames at such a fast speed that they disappeared into the sky in an instant. Big brother, is this the endless sea of fire? I heard that there are 2 places in the Heavenly City battlefield where one can leave the spirit sealing space. One is the Hurricane Valley, where only native cultivators within the spirit sealing space can enter. The other place is this endless sea of fire, a place for us foreign trialists to leave the spirit sealing space. Outside the endless sea of fire, 2 figures descended from the sky, and it was clearly the 2 brothers, Devil Sky and Devil Peak.